Two-trap salute. It's Elgintensity, aka Trapmaster General. You better have saluted me back, soldiers. Anyway, I have some more questions to answer. First question. Maybe you should have some kind of content aggregation that you've given a stamp of approval. You seem to know your shit, and I'd pay attention to it. Look at the aesthetics of that thumbnail. Second question, which is related. What sites/channels do you recommend for no bullshit info? Besides you, ICF, the channel formerly known as Ice Cream Fitness, and Candido. Well, in addition to those channels, I highly recommend Omar Esof's channel. The guy knows his shit. I can't remember anything he's ever said that made me facepalm or cringe. He also lifts, which gives him some credibility and enables him to demonstrate what he's talking about. And he's upfront with his viewers. So if he's going to talk about a supplement that his sponsor makes, he'll make that fact clear at the beginning of the video. So he's a real stand-up guy. And he and Johnny Candido are members of my Facebook group Exercises in Futility. The fact that they're fans of my work makes them cool. In addition, I highly recommend a physics textbook and an anatomy textbook. Doesn't have to be fancy, it can be high school level. Just so you can learn the fundamentals. Because a lot of people know where their quadriceps are, but not necessarily what they do or what the names of the muscles are. Similarly, a lot of people know how to deadlift with a PVC pipe, but not know what forces are at work or how to maximize their leverages. So get those two cheap resources. You can get them from a used bookstore. And make sure you nail down the basics. For chicks, I recommend Girls Gone Strong. A lot of girls seem to think that they have to starve themselves and do endless cardio to look good. Girls Gone Strong is a haven for people who want to learn about strength training and dieting without dealing with all the bullshit out on the internet. Plus, the girls who run the site are hot. I also recommend Starting Strength because it has everything that a beginning lifter would want to know. Everything from what to look for in a belt to how to perform the big three. Everything in one place. It's a good resource for beginners. For advanced lifters, I recommend what I'll just call the Russian texts, like Super Training by Mel Sif, as well as works from, so I'm going to fuck up these names, Zatsiorsky, Verkashansky, Bompa. Everything we know about strength training came from the research that these guys did, one way or another. So, while technical, you should work up to reading these things eventually. And finally, for diet and supplement advice, I highly recommend Examine.com. It's an independent research company run by Sol Orwell. He also knows his shit. He writes a lot of free articles on supplements and nutrition that will save you a ton of money, and he provides an ebook that you can buy that gives you an in-depth analysis of supplements, how they work, and whether they work. So definitely check out Examine.com. That's essentially where I get my info, but that list is subject to change. Next question. From Len Sylvia, one of my Facebook mods. What music you listen to while training? I don't listen to music when I train. I go to LA Fitness, which has this fucked up, repugnant dance mix playlist of Beyonce, Rihanna, and Katy Perry in some infernal loop. But if I can ignore that shit, I can ignore the crap they play at a powerlifting meet. So I see it as psychological GPP. Besides, I want to be able to turn on beast mode at any moment, in any scenario, as opposed to having to rely on my favorite song to hit beast mode. And do I really want to associate the Rocky soundtrack with LA Fitness? The more you play a song, the more you get used to it. So that's why I don't listen to music in the gym.